I'm doing the pre-roll. Make sure it does the things it's supposed to do. It says it's going. Let's make sure it's going. Load, load, load. Gonna get a little reverb. When we go. Video, video, video. Cool. We got sound, we got video. I have some espresso. As I spill it on the side of my face. Oh no! What an embarrassing video already. Thanks, Dutch Brothers. What a shining endorsement of getting espresso all over my face. Alright, here we are, once more, on this lovely June 17th, Friday at 3:59 p.m. PDT, which would also be 7 p.m. EST. I look forward to chatting with all you wonderful, wonderful people. And just kind of giving you a rundown of stuff that is upcoming, things that we've been doing, things that are important. Some things are a little bit slowed down right now in some other regards. It has nothing to do with any of you, just has to do with things on our side. But, you know, only so much can be done there. So... But as always, I'm Jackson Wood. I am both the marketing and events coordinator for Japanime Games. I'm also the salesperson now, and I'm reaching out to all of the retailers who managed to pick up the retailer bundle. So if that was you, awesome. If for some reason you didn't manage to get it in time, we are sorry. We only had a limited number and time frame with which we were going to offer that bundle. I know a number of you have been contacting me. There are some extenuating circumstances that I'm figuring out, but to everybody else, keep an ear out, join our mailing list, stay in touch with us, and so forth. You know, we'll reach out and we'll do more as best we can. But anyway, I know many, many people who are going to be watching this later, or people who are going to be joining us tonight, care about Tokyo Sidekick. We'll get to that shortly. There's just some orders of business. First one is, Big Boss is on vacation, enjoying things a little bit, so let's all be grateful that Eric actually gets some time for himself. Like right now would be in the midst of convention season, which is a big bummer, and we'd be globe-trotting, as it were, myself included. But it's nice to be able to have a little bit of downtime. So, heck yeah, really excited for that. Really excited for all of you to get to experience a little bit of that for yourselves, hopefully. Hopefully you get a little bit of downtime here and there. But let's get into it, right? Like this is kind of the snapshot, come hang out. Let's talk about Tokyo Sidekick. And we'll go from there. This one's going to be a little bit different. If for whatever reason you are joining me live and we cut it short, part of that just has to do with the fact that, like, if there's no engagement, I'm only going to be here for a certain amount of time, and I'm going to talk about the things that I'm going to talk about, and when I'm done, I'm done. But if you're here, if you're asking questions, if you're hanging out, then we're going to go through all of it. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about the stuff that is most important on the list for Tokyo Sidekick. So, without further ado, Tokyo Sidekick, July 21st. Our typical start time is 9 in the morning, PDT, which is noon, East Coast time. We haven't said if that's what we're going to adhere to. but there's a good chance. Like, that's usually our means of operation is 9 in the morning my time, 12 in the afternoon Heather's time. We get rolling. We do a 16-day cycle. So if math is correct, the 21st goes to the 28th, goes to the 4th of August. We'll end on the 6th. If my math is correct. Which, if you know me, sometimes it isn't. So, keep an eye out for that. Next, we got a number of things going on for you. But what is Tokyo Sidekick? Tokyo Sidekick is our upcoming Kickstarter. It is a cooperative superhero game fed through the Japanese lens of superheroes, but inspired by Western or American-style superheroes. So a lot of the parallels that you might see of, like, Kid Prodigy, main superhero a la Samurai Man, not being superpowered, but Batman-esque. Somebody like, Cool Guy being Iceman from X-Men. Having, superpowered villains wearing robot suits or being a robot like Brainiac. Tons of different means of inspiration, but no one thing quite necessarily adhering to a particular character. So, love the art, love everything that's going to go on. You're going to get to see a bunch of new art that you may not have seen before, and that's really cool. There's a lot of really neat graphics that have been made for this. But we'll start with the first bit. Pledge levels. It's going to be $60 for the base level. It's going to get you one copy of Tokyo Sidekick and all of the unlocked stretch goals if they get put into that packaging. As far as I am aware, we don't have any stretch goals that aren't adding something to the box. So we aren't unlocking a stretch goal that you get to buy otherwise. Like, it should all go right into that for you. There's a retailer pledge, so if you are a retailer, we're going to have opportunities for you. It also adheres to our standard on retailer shipping prices, so if you end up with your order, the retailer pledge is just a down payment. It locks you in. You don't have to do anything else with it. We finish it post-campaign in the Pledge Manager like we do everything else. And if you hit that $300 US mark and are within the US, you get free shipping. So, great for you. I was a retailer once, if you've heard me reiterate my story over and over and over again. But that's part of it. Then there's the $100 pledge, which is going to get you a copy of Tokyo Sidekick, a set of the acrylic standees, and all the stretch goals. You're going to get those really, really slick acrylic standees you may have seen in preview videos or otherwise. I know the Unfiltered Gamer did a live play the other day. I had to miss it because I didn't know they were doing it. But I went back and watched through, and at least like the snippets I could catch, and I am a big fan. Beyond that, at $200, you're going to get the top pledge. It's going to come with a copy of Tokyo Sidekick. It's going to come with acrylic standees. And then I can't tell you all the other stuff that's going to come in. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other additions to the $200 pledge. One of which is an oversized playmat. There's a lot. There's a lot in there, and I can't talk about them specifically. There might even be more. So, and you get all the unlocked stretch goals there too. So a ton of stuff. I can't talk about the specifics mostly because I don't want to spoil the surprise on Tuesdays, because there's some really cool stuff that no one's seen us do yet. And so we're doing something new. And I'm personally really excited about that. So far, we have a number of stretch goals that are going to show up. I can't tell you exactly how many, but it's double digits. It's almost ludicrous how many there are. It's a lot. I can't count it on one hand, if that helps. It's double digits and it's not on one hand. I can't even count it on 3 hands. So, Who knows how many stretch goals there are? I know. And you'll know on Tuesday. What else is important about this? That's the bit. We got a lot of announcements coming up soon. Those are kind of the big things about Tokyo Sidekick, mostly because I'm not getting... Nobody's here asking questions, so I can't really go more on there. Playtesting stuff. If you are a member of Team Japanime or interested in becoming a member of Team Japanime, we are opening playtesting to Team Japanime. So, if you want to do that, reach out. I will send you an NDA, and if you sign that NDA and everything is up to stuff, we hand out playtest materials, you might be involved, which is really exciting. We have more games coming. Gen Con is in a very short amount of time. End of this month. Also, basically, like, in the middle of this Kickstarter, Gen Con will be happening. And I'm excited to hang out with so many of you during Gen Con. So if that sounds like something you want to do, reach out, hang out with us, do stuff. We have UK Games Expo coming up after that. Checking my phone for notifications for work-related stuff. Yeah, UK Games Expo, Gen Con. We have anime conventions we're going to as soon as those get finalized for, like, virtual shows. Yeah. Not a huge amount of stuff beyond Tokyo Sidekick. And because there's not people here to ask questions, like, I'm not going to go too deep today. So we're going to keep it short. We're going to keep it light. Thank you all so much, as always, for joining me. If there's one of you or two of you or however many, keep tuning in. I'm going to keep doing this, and we'll go longer when we actually have people hang out. So until then, take care. I'm Jackson Wood, and I'm a giant nerd, and I will... Honestly, I'm going to be in Ghost of Tsushima for the rest of the weekend. So if you need something, if it is urgent, definitely reach out. I'll do what I can. Talk to us on Discord. I'm usually in there hanging out. But until next time, take care. Goodbye.